too much. I apologize. That's so nerdy and like so 90s. But you know, time is immeasurable in quarantine and lockdown. Time is sometimes long, it's sometimes short. You put that on an Instagram post. Time is sometimes long, time is sometimes short. Dash. Dave Haydn, Dash Jones. Star Wars. But like, whoa! Am I still there? My computer just went to sleep. Whoop. Did I go away? All right. My computer just parked itself for some reason. Okay, good. Hello. You're still here, cutie. Thanks, Cher. What one would you be? Star Wars, but again, like more of the Rogue One style of franchise. I'm not gonna Star Wars with the fandoms. SBN Rays fan. What actor would you fanboy over that you've never met? Ooh, I don't really fanboy that much, but I gotta say, I've always loved, when he was on The Daily Show, Steve Carell, like when he was in my peer group of comedians and stuff, like Samantha Bee was from Toronto, like and Jason Jones, that was my crew growing up. I didn't know Steve Carell, but I knew of him, and then I would watch him on The Daily Show. And Produce Pete, some of the bits that Steve Carell did on The Daily Show, you knew he was such a good actor. The best comedians are really good actors, in my opinion. And gosh, I love the work that he's been doing for the last 10 years. I mean, just when he got choices, I think he made really smart choices. So, and then The Office, of course. But gosh, Steve Carell can just do it all, and really respect that he came from like truth-based comedy. So, a big inspiration to me. Esther Viola. Hi, Esther Viola. How are you, my love? Esther Viola, for folks that you don't know, incredible artist from, I believe, Germany, but maybe I just met you in Germany. Maybe you're like Dutch or... This gets better. This just gets better. The more you drink, the more it gets better. Oh, gosh. Oh, excuse me. I'm just cross-legged. Don't forget, best tipper. And I remove my weave. So Esther Viola, incredible artist. You should check out her work. Buy some of it. Please support your artist in this time. If you have, we're all unemployed. A lot of us are unemployed and doing what we can. Do you have some weird, random thing that you're really good at? You're looking at it. Mandy Hess. Favorite song to dance around in your underwear? There are so many. Dance parties in my house are a daily occurrence. They are often with my little daughter. And a favorite, again, is really hard. But let me tell you what we danced around. I was dancing around my sweats and my t-shirt, and she was in her Moana nightgown. And we listened to Johnny Be Good. So we were dancing to that. And we had and she did the cutest little shimmies. And let me tell you, anyone who's been to SBM karaoke knows the sadness that I bring. But enthusiastic sadness. You can't say that I don't commit to the hips and the dancing. I like this handle. Oh, Stacey F. Like, I don't want to skip Stacey F. What do you look forward to most at SBN conventions? Um, communion. I say this all the time. Actual human communion. None of the nonsense, none of the reactivity, none of the silliness, honestly, of what I mean, anyone who knows me knows that I do all social media kicking, screaming, and begrudgingly, even though I've met some of the kindest people who've done some of the best work. Not a fan. What I am a fan of, and this is hard too because I'm not looking you in the eye, is you can really see someone when you're looking them in the eye and you see their body language and you see their face. And I really have just met some of the most extraordinary people and seen such extraordinary kindnesses of human spirit. So, again, getting back to the full humanity, I hope really we can bounce back from this and get back to these conventions because people live together, we're social animals, and I think we know this more profoundly than ever. And I hope that when we feel safe and, there's really good, mitigated risk. We're risk in everything, right? This is the way we live. The riskiest thing we do is if you drive a car, we're not going to take cars away. But once we have better science, better data, and we can really trust being together again, I really look forward to that because I love communion. I love intimacy. I love those private meet and greets. I love dinner with Davey because that's when you can really get to know people. You can only know a person when you look them in the eye and you have a drink with them or have a meal and really be able to talk. I mean, there's always going to be a performance online. We know this. Even if you're not an actor or a politician or something, even your own Facebook account is a performance of self, right? I'm not interested in performance of self. Obviously, I have a persona. I do perform. But I like humanity, and I like connection, and I like intimacy. And, the rest is just noise and ephemera, So that's what I like best. That was a little existential, but it's my heart. It's my truth. Okay. Moose Swoosh Art. I like Moose Swoosh Art. If Ketch was still alive, how would he stop Chuck from destroying the world? Gosh, that is such a good question. How are anyone going to stop Chuck? Ketch would not stop Chuck, but I think he would have been a useful ally. And it's just like the Marvel Endgame. You need everyone with their special skill set to kind of do their thing. The final slow motion walk to do battle. But sadly, Ketch is gone. But I think he would have been a useful ally in Team Go Get God. Go Get God. That's Triple G, not to be confused with GG. So I hope that explains. I'm excited to see where the series goes. I've been watching this whole season too. I don't know where they're going to take it. Jar 107606. What is your favorite on-set memory? Oh, bless. Favorite question again. Being on set, really. I say this all the time, but I don't want it to be my stump speech. Pave with Dave. Pave with Dave. That's my stump speech. Although I sound like I'm running for Prime Minister at the Canadian and it comes out there. I just miss being on set. I miss all those people. It's one of my favorite jobs I've had in my whole life to a person. And the role was just exquisite. And the crew, I'm in mourning for sure. But we have to go on. Things come to an end. All good things come to an end. But hopefully not the SBN family for a long time. And hopefully we can do more of these in person someday. But favorite. I just loved working on that show, and the guys, everyone was so nice and so collaborative. Just a joy. What are your favorite books? That's from Leanne Shirley. I was gonna do a Naked Gun joke there, but that's low fruit. I'm alone here. Even that joke's not going to make me laugh by myself. What are my favorite books? I read *Sapiens*. Thanks to Jared, told me to read *Sapiens* last year. I read that. Truth be told, I've been talking to a lot of my nerd friends, and I know that Timothée Chalamet and one of my favorite all-time directors is doing Dune right now, and I've always known that I should read Dune. So I'm not a good nonfiction reader because I always collaborate too much with the book, meaning I fantasize and I can only get through 2 pages. So what I'm doing is I'm doing the audiobook, the Audible. So I started Dune, and we'll see how that goes, because I really want to hear what the hype is about before I go see the movie. So any Dune lovers out there, give me a shout out. Love that too. Are you Bon Jovi? I wish. Dune is a good book. Different. Dune is phenomenal. Dune is awesome. You should definitely read Dune. Great. Tina Gilbertson. Oh, I know Tina. Well, by reputation. Do you think Ketch is partying with Rowena, Queen of Hell? Okay, shameful plug. Obviously, Ketch probably went to hell. My fantasy, this is Dave Haydn Joe's headcanon. I don't think partying per se, but I'd love to think that Rowena has made Ketch her valet, her manservant, let's be honest, her bitch. The idea of Ketch in the subservient, almost, royal family way, deference, minging and bowing and kneeling and genuflecting to Queen Rowena, and her like, Ketch, fetch me whatever you can fetch in hell. And just be like, yes, my lady, yes. If you're a good boy, Ketch, if you're a good, should I even try to do Rowena? I haven't practiced a little Scottish. Ketch. No, yeah, that's close. That's close. I'll take some work. But Ketch, fetch me. I'll work on it. I'll work on a Rowena, Scottish brogue, making Ketch her bitch. I'd watch that show. I want to watch at least a Netflix one-off movie of Rowena and Ketch. The hell years. Go write some fiction, please, everybody. If you found the DeLorean, what time would you travel to? Oh, that's such a hard one. That's a great one. That's another one from Miss Humble. Dimps. I want to go see dinosaurs. I would love to go. I got to go to the Jurassic, Paleolithic, and any of the dinosaur eras where you could see giant, terrible lizards roaming the earth. I think that'd have to be. If bullet to my head, gun to my head. Oh, sorry, that's McDavies. Hey-o! Too soon? Too soon, yes, because it was just after Adam. Dinosaurs, Jurassic or Mesozoic. How about a little Mesozoic? There's an era that doesn't get a lot of press. Mesozoic. Why not Mesozoic Park? I don't know. What's the bigotry towards the Mesozoic? Why are we're not talking about Pangea more? Let's talk about Pangea. All you nerds out there, give a shout out to Pangea. Marvel versus DC. DC, even though the movies were not good. Sorry, that's so Ravina. And don't be mad, Marvel people, Marvel Universe. DC is just because DC is Batman and Batman's the best. So DC just wins for all the other silly underwear wearing things. Sarah G 130. Hey David. Any tips? I assume this is Sarah, my peg person, my dungeon master, wanting to improve their game. Oof. You're talking to a rusty bloke here, my lady. I would, but this is actually like legit. If you really want to be a dungeon master, I think you have to have a sense of theater and storytelling. So maybe take an improv class, maybe take a theater class, do some acting. The more I think you can perform and rivet the adventure, the more you can create a scene. I think the more that you would engage the people going on your quest. So there you have it. And I know you have the dice. I know you have awesome dice. I've seen the pictures. Christina M. Any new hobbies during quarantine? You're looking at it. Wigs and Scotch, my friend. Don't think this is the first time. That's just me up in here. That's called Tuesday. No, but I have been trying to. I've been doing some more Duolingo. I'm going to start my German again to try to get my German up to scratch. And then what else? Oh, I've been learning a lot of camera equipment stuff. Yeah, I got a new camera. I haven't had time to use it, but now I have time, so I've been learning a lot of skill sets with. I got a green screen. I got a new EOS, so I'm going to start upping my camera game. Unlike right now, just the standard laptop. Good stuff. Cheers, everybody. Hope you're having fun. I noticed Lederhosen. Cheeky Fi is back. What is the best prank you have ever played on someone? Oh my gosh. I used to be a big April Fool's guy, and I don't know, some of these are a little private, but I've gotten some good people. But I think one of my favorites, there was this, when I was living outside Calgary in the woods, we had one of those garages that was like below the deck and kind of in my parents' house, and we had watched my friend and I, we were double dating, we had invited the girls over to watch this very horrific wolf movie, like this wolf movie, and it was a full moon out, and I think we were 17, and it's just so mean, but we went for a hike, and we took off on the girls, and we had been talking about, but of course we kept them in our sights, and then we were just sort of like scaring them in the woods. But then the real thing we did was, we'd been talking about earlier that night, Christine, so I opened the garage door, and they were calling our names out. We were like, guys, it was like out of a horror movie. They were like, guys, this isn't funny. Like, come on, guys. Yeah, joke's over. And then me and my buddy were in the car with the garage open because it was so dark. And then I flicked on the headlights and roared the engine and came screeching out of the garage. And in slow motion, them jumping 10 feet in the air and screaming to high heaven. It's what boys do. We're dumb. We like to tease the ladies. I'm not proud of it, but I'm not ashamed of it either. And they were so in love with us that night because their adrenaline was roaring. So that was pretty good. Catholico. Oh, what's the weirdest nickname you've ever been given? Hey little Nad. I like saying that. Hey little Nad. Hey little Nad. Dwidge. Because it was an evolution. My nickname for a while was Dwidge with my poker circle in LA. Because my initials are DWHJ, and so people would go like, hey, what's up, DWHJ? What's up, DWHJ? And then just be like, and then you like think about it, what's up, Dwidge? Yo, Dwidge, what's up? Dwidge, DWOODGE, and I even have a hat, and actually I have a hoodie that says Dwidge on it. So, if we ever get to do a live convention again, you need to call me out and say Dwidge, DWOODGE, and tell me to wear my Dwidge merchandise. Although the hat will never fit, especially with this amount of. Holy Hannah. Gorgeous. What color lightsaber would you have? Purple. Easy. Mace Windu meets Prince. Bringing a whole Prince. I was just asked this question the other week. Interestingly enough. My Kaiba crystal. What Kaiba crystals would I need to forge a purple lightsaber? Thanks, Catholic Echo. Thank you for all the love. Appreciate you. Smart, sensible Aussie. Would you ever teach acting? Oof, I don't know if anyone wants to know acting from me. I don't even know if acting in the art form that we know it to be is going to survive this. Well, I guess we'll always need stories. Maybe I'll teach acting someday when I get good at it. But I'm so far from being decent that I would not have the hubris to think that I could pass anything I know on to anyone else. This is fun. Robina Sandu, what board game would Catch play with Castiel? Now, there's an episode I would watch. Catch and Castiel playing a board game. I don't want to rush this. Now, obviously, chess, that's an easy answer. I don't think, what I love about Castiel, though, too, is, he's so wise and yet pop culture wise. He has that lack of subtlety. I think Sorry would be hilarious. Like the old OG, because Sorry is actually an old school British game, like the very original. And I just think going on the slides and making Castiel go home all the time and just being frustrated and Catch with his Scotch being like, I'm sorry, oh, sorry, Castiel, sorry, Cass, I do like an angel. All of a sudden I feel like I'm Austin Powers. Oh, behave. Excellent. Hope that entertained you. It entertained me. That's all I'm going for right now. Because look at that. Come on. Ooh. Don't forget to tip your host. Get in the Zoom room with me. There's secrets. All secrets will be revealed. I feel like I look like Richie Sambora on a bender. Huh? Come on! Let's get it! Where the ladies at? Where the coat? Kids, that was irony. Totally fake. Don't start internet rumors. Alex, VO, what whiskey are you drinking? This would be a barrel proof. Oh, and look, we can see that a little better now. See the thing? The beautiful Kaz cubed. Less than 3 equals love etched. I got in Vegas. Oh, Vegas. Last time we were all together. Boo. Lafroig, barrel proof 18-year-old. Pretty good stuff. It'll put a wig on your head. Let me tell you. Put a wig on that head. Oh. Thank you, Hetty Boo. 1974, tip 250 notes. I hope that's like video game money notes. Excuse me. We're all friends here, right? Oh, God. I told you. You are witnessing a descent into madness. Oh, look at this. We're counting down now. We're counting down, kids. There's not much more to go. That's so Ravina. I like that. Best Halloween costume you've ever had. I'm not a big Halloween person. Only because I play dress up for a living. So when Halloween comes around, I'm like, oh, where's my costumer? I'm tired. I don't want to play dress up anymore. So I don't think I ever had. I do. No, it's not great, but it looks really good. Hey, you know what? Maybe I'll wear that to the next. No, I'm wearing the tux to dinner with David. But if we do one of these again, I'm going to wear my favorite 1970s disco suit. I know that's on the nose, but it's really good. It's a red, wide lapelled jacket, and I got the shades, and obviously I'll have the hair. So it's not a great costume, but it's fun. It's funky. It looks good. Fefe. Oh, hello, Fefe. Ciao. Ciao, Fefe. Fefe too. Oh, Italians have my heart. What's the dumbest thing you've ever bought? This weave. All of this. That's probably the dumbest thing I've ever bought. No, you know what it was? I was such a sucker. I was like 20. Those infomercials of the 90s. It was called the AB. It was one of those. Remember when AB things were all the thing? There was always like every other week there was an AB thing, and this one looked like a spaceship and it had like rubber bands on it, and you were supposed to like, and you're like, and you were just like, it was idiotic. It was the AB. It was AB something, but it had rubber bands and it looked like a spaceship from V. I did not create a new cocktail. I'm just going with classics. Sorry, but maybe I should work on one. Fefe. How many suits do I have? Asks Sarah Levesque. Well, after playing Catch and Gabe, I think my closet has... I think I have 7 wearable suits and 5 terrible suits. Just because they're old, they're dated, and they're not tailored. But I think I have, 5 really good suits. So now I'm running out of questions from Britt. We are counting down, kids. Daddy Cheese! Daddy Cheese! Someone asked me to say Daddy Cheese. I'll say Daddy Cheese. That's another nickname I inherited from the SBN family. A little Irish boy calls me Daddy Cheese. That's from Nads. But now you can add Dwudge to the mix. See? It pays to come to these things and learn all my secrets with a little scotchy scotch in me. Oh, thank you for the tips, everybody. Look at all these tips coming in. Daddy Cheese, it's final countdown. Someone asked me to sing. I'm not just doing this. It's the final countdown. This is material, folks, you can't get anywhere else. And there's a reason for that. Because you can only monetize this with StageIt notes and pay what you can. I never said it was going to be top shelf. But oh my goodness, you see a guy who's out there to entertain the troops. 28 seconds left to go. Are you coming to the Zoom room with me? I'll give you another taste of me gams. Oh, look at those gams, love. It's a river of great, of dissolution, ambition. I think this is good. Watch. Rowena. Catch, go fetch. Oh my God, let's watch. Catch, go fetch. Rowena. 2020. All right. Parthenon. Favorite food. Tom Kha Kai. I've said it before, I'll say it again. Tom Kha Kai. And that's what I'm making for dinner for Davey. If you want to see more of this, dare I say, sadness, or perhaps wonderment, you decide. I'm not going to put that on you. You're going to go to your little gossip circles and either be sad for me or feel you've got your glorious quarantine. I can't tell. I can't hear laughter. I can't hear sadness. I lobe you. I lobe you? I don't even know what that means. You like my ears? You can't even see my ears. I'm wrapping it up, loves. I LTT you. Love you, lesson 3. I hope you got some new insight into madness, the crazy world that is DHJ. I'm signing off. Come visit me in Zoom. Bye. Thank you for doing this experiment with me. I love you all. Hope to see you soon, cousins, in the flesh. Bye.